In Chapter 27, Consultations and Investigations, Orba leaves Erland at the Institute in the hopes of getting answers from Gravekeeper Yannick about the young spirit that's become a little attached to her.
She knew something about me that nobody knows.
If you are carrying an item that the spirit is connected to in some way, it will know where the item is at all times. It is very possible that you are in possession of a cursed item.
Erland feels a tug on his robes and turns to see Hazel, the child pickpocket that Erland assigned to steal the Gentle Void contract from Bizarra.
In addition to the hat, the new hat, have you acquired any other new objects in the last 24 hours?
That depends. If you've got my other gold.
I believe I do owe you one more gold, yes.
Well, then I believe I have this.
She was one of those little kids.
She produces a message. For reference,
Yes!
hour 2, minute 56 in episode 25.
The folks at the cemetery head to the reservation center, determined to speak to Cedric Skentz. On the stroll there, Graven tries to explain his disappearance from the temple to Orba.
I know how safe it is for us to talk about this for much longer, but
Okay.
suffice it to say that I have been trying to sever my connection with him.
Make a constitution saving throw.
Oh my god! Stop it.
9. You hear kind of a thunderous crack, almost like a dry lightning, as a...
Graven is struck to the ground by some mysterious force, Kuzni, and our friends rush to revive him. On the other side of town, Erland catches sight of the Lemonade Man exiting the Institute. Erland tails him through town only to turn a corner and find the Lemonade Man looking back at him, waving.
Oh, he was close.
Nope, he wasn't particularly close. He's about 50 feet away from you.
Oh, but he's just looking at me and waving?
Yep.
And it's the mustache guy?
Yep.
Who's he talking to?
It's not someone you recognize.
Great. I'm gonna lean back and I'm gonna run.
As Erland ducks into a shop to hide, our friends successfully get Graven off the ground and enter the reservation center, this time successfully getting a meeting with Skentz.
There are real threats all over the place, and I've got to manage them. And right now, some of them are turning up dead bodies and missing citizens. And right now, the only people that have been affected by the spirits are the ones who went looking for them.
Our friends push hard to convince Cedric that the undead and underground miasma are a bigger problem than he is understanding.
We've encountered this before.
There was a home in Orange Chupa. It was in the nicer area. We found a machine that
What
was...
are we doing here? No spirits, not what you've seen here. And you expect me to believe that it's just popping up all over the city.
We found undead and ankegs and also a machine that was pumping some kind of mist into the ground. Is that not enough for you? Are
You
we
found
not
one of
seeing
those machines
coincidences?
here?
Skentz finally relents and agrees to send armed men to watch over the cemetery for the evening, while also asking for assistance in the murder of Marissa, who owns the tackle shack in the outskirts.
Now, I didn't find out this morning that they actually had someone in mind as a culprit. They left that part out, see? Looking to administer their own brand of justice, I imagine. They sent 5 men to track down this, he looks at a paper again, Yvonne, who they'd seen arguing with Marissa. Frequently outside the diner.
As the group heads back to the inn to rest, Orba finally goes to meet Jillian at the wet dock for her job interview. As Jillian drills Orba on what spells she knows, she seems satisfied as Jillian can be with a level 3 wizard, that is.
You're young, but somewhat better than an amateur, so there's that.
Well, I credit my home for that.
We're leaving in the morning. I guess I'll see you there.
Jillian does have one last request.
I want the ring.
No?
Then I won't be seeing you.
I can't leave it with Graven or with Erland. Saphira. With all due respect, Jillian, I have this item for a reason, and I'm not willing to part with it.
Jillian agrees to have the ring magically bound to Erland in order to ensure that Orba stays on task until the scouting mission is complete. And with that, Jillian exits the wet dock, leaving Orba to stress eat her supper.
And with Orba stuffing her face, that's what we're gonna end for the evening.
Oh my god!
What mysteries will the gang find outside of town tonight? Did the Lemonade Man identify Erland in the alley? Will Orba be able to wrangle the group together come morning for the mission? Find out next time on Tabletop Notch.